Hello, welcome back to Downhammer. Today we're going to be looking through this box here. Now, brief disclaimer, I have already opened it and had a very quick sift through, and it seems to all be white dwarfs, codexes and rulebooks. There's a painting guide there. Yeah, let's get stuck in. Okie dokie, let's get stuck in. Start with this. Imperial Space Marines. There are over 1,000 Space Marine chapters throughout the galaxy, each one displaying its own colour scheme and insignia. So, there we go, hey? Pick your favourite, really. I mean, I'm quite partial to the Dark Angels. And if they've got them, oh, it's even back to front. Here we go, look, how to paint your models. Look at these, huh? Look at those colours. Ah, yes. Prime it white, paint it red and black, and then it'll look like this. You remember these how to paints? They've got nothing on the YouTube videos of today, where they teach you how to do each little bit. I mean, you just do this, you do that, and then you've got some really cool models. As easy as that. Don't even worry about it. Alright, that's cool. Orcs and goblins. So this must be, well, it is. It's not Warhammer 40k, so it's fantasy, isn't it? Seems to be. Relatively decent neck. Hey. And what else we got here? An order sheet. Oh, hang on, this is a big piece. All right, let me unfold this, then we'll have a look. Well, this thing is absolutely huge. I mean, I don't know where it's probably a poster they put up in the shop. Because just to have this laying about well, it's massive. So let's have a quick, I'm just going to scan over it. It says it's a battle. And these will all be metal models, I'm sure. Oh, look at these, eh? Tyrannid Biotitans. And Tyrannid Bits. Adverts. Tell you what, it'd be quite nice to get this framed up, really, wouldn't it? I think. There's a second side to it. Let's flip this one over. Oh, we have the fantasy side of it. Start from here then, shall we? Ghouls, Skullchucker. Hey, I think we saw one of them earlier, in an earlier video. And that must be what it is. A little catapult thing. Look at him. That's a flimsy looking horse. Vampire Lord. Look at that arm, eh? That's for smacking heretics, that arm, isn't it? Boff. Have some of that. Some ugly looking buglies, isn't they? We've even got points lists here. Oh well, that's that. On to the next one. Oh, look. Land Raider. Seems to be. Another poster. Right, I'll open it up and we'll have a look. There you go, eh? Nice poster. All your Land Raidery bits. Different colour schemes. That Orc buggy didn't stand a chance, did it? Why are there jump packs disembarking from Land Raider? Dunno. I personally wouldn't run them like that, but hey ho, there they are again. Or maybe they're not disembarking, maybe they're escorting it. Some Dark Angels for you there, yeah. We like Dark Angels here, we do. Yes, purge those filthy heretics. Hey, isn't that cool? Again, this is another, I've got to get this framed up, you know. This is going on the wall. There is another side, and actually, this is the side that I would have on display if I would have put it in a frame. It shows you the workings of a Land Raider. Feel free to pause it there. Hopefully it's clear enough on the phone. Imperial Fist Land Raider. Black and yellow. Rather than just yellow. Imagine trying to paint a whole Land Raider yellow. I can see where they've done that. Again, feel free to pause the video if you want to stop and... Oh, look at that. Howling Griffins. They are one of the coolest paint jobs. Yeah. Right, and there's all the workings and gubbins in there. All right. Yep, there you go, Land Raider. I'm definitely getting that framed. That is a cool bit of summit. Wow. Oh, an Assassin's Codex. We'll get to that in a minute. How to paint things. Right, I think we're going to spend a little less time on these books, to be honest. Because, to be honest, probably gonna each book will be its own video. I mean, that's a lot of content. So stick around if you want to see that. Look at them. Yeah, really cool. Honestly, as much as I like the grim dark universe, this bright and cheerful colour schemes, they're just so much better, aren't they? I mean, look at the flames on the robes. On the Gene Stealer cult guy. I think it's Gene Stealer cult, isn't he? Yeah. Certainly looks like it anyway. Yeah. Alright. Oh, someone's had a go at the flags. Look at these ugly buglies. Not too keen on them. Not too keen on them. Some people probably are. I think they're a bit goofy. What are they? What even are they? Tyranid warriors. Whoa. So look at this. Look at these colours. That's how it should be, isn't it? Hey? Take me back to these days. Remember when it was like this? Yeah, I remember. The old Gasco. Commissar Yarrick. But there's Lobster Claw. He's recently had a new release and he's come a long way from that, hasn't he? fact, so's the Gaz. Gazgol's model is like, yeah, definitely prefer the new model. Be nice to paint the new model in this style of painting. That'd be a, if someone's done that, send me a link. I'll check it out. All right, and that is that book. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox the box and then we can go through it and have a look. All right? Well, that's the next selection of books. Still got a lot more to go. Right, so, Codex Assassins. Cool. Quick look, let's get to the colour pages, shall we? If they have colour pages. Some at the back. Nice. Is that an Eversur Assassin? It is an Eversur Assassin. He's a scary chap. You don't want to mess with him. We got the Gorkamorka, the rules, and the other book. Now, I don't know. I've never done such a thing. But again, we'll have a look at that. This is another video right there, doesn't it? Hey, putting out that content. Should probably do a bit more regularly and actually get through it all because it's going to take a while. Oh, look at how happy they are. What happy chaps. They've even got a little who they are. Oh, right, yeah, look at he. Yeah. Well, I've got some of these old trucks upstairs, or tracks and buggies, and I think that's a truck. Or track. A buggy. I've got some upstairs somewhere. So, yeah, nice. Dark Millennium. I don't know, what is this, a rule book, or... I don't know. Looks like some sort of rule book. Yeah, 1993. Some very cool. Blood Angels Librarian. Look at that skinny leg. Huh? Very thin book. I don't know what. Unless it's just an outline. It's a bit small to be a rule book. Oh, we'll look into that. Got this dirty old thing that it's a bit beat up, a bit used, isn't it? Warhammer roster pad. Oh gosh. Okay. All right, we're not going to touch that one too much. Space Hulk campaigns. Oh, okay. Nice. Little missions. Again, don't know how to play Space Hulk. That'll be a thing on its own. Let me sit down. My back's hurting. Oh, there's a bit of water damage on this one. Definitely seen some better days. I just like the colour pictures, to be honest. Alright, let's have a look at the wizards. What's wizards? Yeah. Yeah, I remember initiatives and things like that. I mean, so I started playing in 6th edition. Majored in actually playing properly in 7th. And have stopped following or stopped buying new rule books and codexes. So we're stuck in 8th edition, which is a lot of fun. Because we just can't be bothered to keep buying new books. I mean, we've spent a fortune on this hobby already and have loads of models that we've all painted up. I don't own any Primera, so I still stick with my firstborn Dark Angels. Ah, yes. Speaking of which, well, that's Death Company, Blood Angels and Dark Angels. Very cool. I've got like a bit of a catalogue at the back here. Yeah. Where's the Dark Angels? Get me those Dark Angels. There he is. Azrael himself. And just little Watcher in the Dark. Ravenwing. Chaplains. Do they have the interrogator chaplains in this one? Or are they just chaplains? Where's he gone? Anyway, we're spending too long on that. And yes, Dark Angels Codex. Again, where's the pictures? Find the pictures. There you go. There's a picture. Who's that? That's Azrael again. Nice. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Now I have this model. I remember I painted this model back in 6th edition and won 3rd place in a painting competition, so that's quite good. Very nice. So that's that one. On to the next one. All right, we have some Warhammer Monthly stuff. I've briefly looked through, and for those that don't know, they are comic books. Very cool. Look at that. Again, maybe I'll make a video and we can do a little story time with these. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yes. Gather round. We're going to look at comic books today. Assassins. Oh, she looks a bit worse for wear, doesn't she? Bless you. Nice. And we're doubled up on that one. So there you go. Lovely. On to the next one. All right. I figured let's do this next bit quickly. We've got big pile of white dwarfs. Dungeon magazine. And various game systems and codexes. So, well, we'll have a look at that in a bit. But I did spy some Necromunda stuff. How cool is that? Let's have a look at that in a bit. Oh, look at the Titan Legions. Here we go. Alright. Let's do... which one first? Let's do a bit of White Dwarf first, because I'm not going to look through all of them. We'll look through a couple of them. Let's do that. Alright. So I'm just looking through. Castle Chat and Jungle Fighters. We saw that I've got a box of these in an earlier video. So that's cool. This White Dwarf magazine with the free Codex Assassins. Imagine getting a free Codex with your White Dwarf magazine. And how much did this cost back in the day? £3.50. So let's open up this one and just have a brief look through, see what we've got going on here. Contents and such. Look at that little plant there, like an oyster. Lictor. Those are some unfortunate scouts there. Love, absolutely love Catachan Jungle Fighters, they're so cool. Probably one of my favourite Imperial Guard regiments. It's just Rambo, isn't it? Rambo. John Rambo. Absolute beasts. Again, we'll have to go through and do an episode on this alone, I reckon. Right, let's skip past some of the jungle fights because it's spending too much time there. What have we got here? We've got a battle report of some sort. Oh, oh, delicate book. Okay, we're not going to tease it too much. Yes. Yeah, very good. Right. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I want to see. Let's coincide here. I want to see the orcs as well, because actually I know I like the Cat and Jungle Fighters, but I like the orcs more. They are the army I collect. So nice. Let's go back to the contents. Where's the orcs codex? So page 7. Let's go to page 7, shall we? Yes. Right. So this is the actual codex in the White Dwarf, because you did back then. You had to buy the White Dwarfs to get your rules, didn't you? Nice. Yes. Look at them. Look at how beautiful they are. So very cool. Crops are still the same. I mean, this must have been when these boys came out. Because these boys look a lot better than the other ones, and they're multi-posed, so you can actually customize them, which is the main point of the orcs, isn't it? Really, you just want to be able to kit bash things and loot stuff, and they're just so cool with their goofy little squat poses. The old Death Dread. Is it even called a Death Dread? The heavy stuff. Orc Dreadnoughts. Later turned to Death Dreads. Right, very good. That'll do. Right, spending too much time on this. We've got, right, let's do some Necromunda stuff. Let's have a look at this one. Random one. Chaos. World Eaters, I suppose. Is that World Eaters? Yeah, it'd be World Eaters, not Word Bearers. They're the red ones. James White. New store opening in Hammersmith. Ah. Found a few of these in some earlier videos, so they are Cadians. Cool. Oh. Hey, and we saw him in an earlier video as well. So it is an Imperator Titan, not an Emperor class Titan. Oh, look at this. Yes. Super cool. Colour scheme on that tank. Drive me closer so I can hit them with my power claw. Again, so this is, you know, this is an episode on its own. An episode about Commodore Yarok, isn't it, really? The old Commodore Yarok is probably all changed now. Maybe it's not a whole episode, but we could do a little 5-minute, we could do a little bonus episode, couldn't we? On the articles. I don't know. Right, we're getting carried away. So there is a lot of White Dwarf there, and we could do lots of videos of that, so that's fun. Fun. All right, I'm going to pause it and lay out the codexes and stuff like we've done with the other ones. There we go. There's a load of fantasy books for you. So what have we got? Bretonia. Battle for Morgthron Pass. It's a bit This one's very beat up, but I'd imagine it is a specific battle that happened. Nice. Love this old school artwork. So hectic. Oh gosh, let's be a bit delicate with you, eh? Grom's Goblin Horde. There we go. Look at E. And that by itself's a picture, isn't it? Nice. All right. You're a delicate one, you are. Warhammer Ancient Battles. Again, it's probably... I don't know. Looks like... Looks like real world stuff. Rather than like fantasy or anything like that. Don't know, I'll look into that. Warhammer Battle Magic. Chaos Dwarves. Let's have a quick go. Where's the pictures? Oh, there's orcs. Hang on. Chaos Dwarves. And it's all goblins and orcs. There we go. Oh! That's rude. Okay, that's rude. Hey, we found one of these models in a couple of episodes ago, so now we know where he belongs. Very cool. Very cool, even with the defacing in there. Warhammer Battle Book. What's this sort of how to play? Contents, which is a rusty old book. Okay, I'm not going to tangle with that one too much. Skaven. Yes, yes. Look at him, eh? Ring the bell! Yes, yes, ring the bell. Cool. Rah. It's a crusty old book again. So these are quite crusty. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Warhammer Quest rulebook and roleplay book. Cool. Cool. And Warhammer Fantasy roleplay. Alright. Anyway, there's a load of books for you. Enjoy. On to the next one. Alright. Here's some 40k stuff. So, let's have a brief look. Sisters of Battle. So the High Lords of Terror, wasn't? I just saw, well, Sebastian Thor, Reign of Blood. It's all about the Ecclesiarchian, Doge Van Dyer, Goge Van Dyer, not Doge Van Dyer. I suppose that's a little Easter egg for those that know. Hey, cool, cool, nice. There you go, Sisters of Battle. Very cool. I think I've got a model. It was a limited edition model. I don't know, I'll dig it out from the attic somewhere. Codex cutter chans. Let's try not to spend too much time on these, shall we? Easily done though. Yeah, straight to the colour pictures, come on. Yes. Very cool. Some Ogrins there. These little heavy gun things, they are goofy as you like. So much better when they are than the new models for these, where it's like a big base with the team of 3 on them. They're just yeah, goofy, very goofy. Nice. Again, these guys just ripe for customization and kit bashing, aren't they? Plastic trees, got a load of them. So maybe someday we'll do a video of me making some jungle stuff. That'd be fun. Bring this back, Games Workshop, where you used to just like encourage people making stuff and having fun with the hobby. You know? Bring it back. All right. And then we have Necromunda, the rulebook in there. Some sort of reference sheet. Outlanders rulebook. So is this like an army specific thing? Potentially. Necromunda sourcebook. Ooh, okay, right, you're a delicate book as well. Oh. Cool. Right, yeah, so look, we've got loads of stuff to go through here, really. I mean, each of these, make a video on each of these books. Look at that Orc Gargant. Super cool. Yeah. So those fellas in the last video, from this game system. There's the Imperator Titan. And look how big he is. There's a big old chap, that one, isn't he? Oh yeah. Again, I'll have to do a video of me stripping the models and painting them, ready for a game. Battlefleet Gothic. This book caught my interest because it's a sideways book. Opens up landscape. Nice. We've got 2 of these. The 2nd edition Imperial Codexes. Oh no. No, there's everything in there. Again, we've got 2 of them. Good to have a double. Golden Demon official program. So you probably went to the show and bought this. Does it say how much this cost? Birmingham National Indoor Arena. Doesn't say how much it cost. Look at that though. Ah. Won't actually have the models in here. I wouldn't have thought you'd have to go to the show. Oh no. Cool. Whoa, look at that. What good fun. What good fun. The old world. Look at those turrets. Nice. Cowgirl. Cool, that's an old model now then, isn't it? Two of them. 95, 96. Orcs in Warhammer 40,000. This is a chunky old booklet. That's more than just a codex, isn't it? That's a proper job of that. Rutted Godbuster. Wow. What is going on there? Bit of a tussle. Again, I don't know what the dealio with this book is. Does seem to be some sort of codex. If anyone can help me out here, let me know. Leadership 7. Brave boys. Ogrins. Oh, we've got some cardboard pages here. Oh. And that's the end of that. Again, we'll have a better dive into that. You've probably all seen this before. Is it a 3rd edition codex? Again, I've got another one of these upstairs actually. This is probably in better condition than... It looks like it's been snipped at by scissors. Someone's used that for rolling their smoky joes, haven't they? Yes. Someone's written something. Let's see what they've written. Look at him. Let's see. Cannabis. This is oh, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So that ends. We've got books of magazines and books. And again, each one will probably end up being a video, or select articles in the White Dwarfs will be a video, I'm sure. We have many things to look forward to. There's a couple of spare things here that I'm not really too bothered about. It's sort of very wordy, not a lot of pictures, so it doesn't really make for good. Doesn't make for good viewing. But we have this as well. Okay. A couple of cards. All right. Well, right, let's wrap this up, shall we? There we go. There is one box of codexes, magazines, that sort of thing. I'm sure there's another box of those upstairs somewhere. So, see you next time. Thank you very much.